Welcome back to the Signal PopCast. Again, we have Troylon, Justin, Emily, and Brandon. And Troylon, what's our outline for this episode?
All right, my amazing listeners. On this glorious part 2, well, we can get part 2 to Infinity War already, we're going to be talking about, some prior information relating to Infinity War, as well as theories we may have about what's going to happen in the dreadful wait that is going to be part 2 of Infinity War. We're going to be talking about what's going to be happening between now and May 3rd relating to all things entertaining and awesome and movie-wise. And also, guys, don't forget, still spoilers ahead for whatever we talk about with the theories. Anyway, we're also going to be talking about our Pop Radar and our Out and About in H-Town. We're going to be talking about all things going around in Houston, including Comicpooloza, festivals, and movies and other things. So let's see how this goes.
Okay, so let's start with the prior information and theories, because these are kind of related. Did anybody here read the Infinity War timeline over the comics, or do like many people do now that there's a lot of movies, read a bunch of Wikipedia articles and watch a bunch of YouTube videos?
I did to a certain extent because I hadn't seen a lot of the movie. I've seen like the recent like Black Panther and Spider-Man, but I was missing a chunk of like the last Avengers and Ultron and then the Civil War. So there was a huge chunk that I was missing. So I was like, okay, I'm about to go watch the movie in a couple days. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have time to see all these things. So let me just go do a quick review on YouTube. And there was like really good ones there.
I mean, I grew up with comics. I love comics. And so I knew the Infinity War, like roughly what it was about. But it doesn't really involve the X-Men. And it's Marvel, so I just didn't really care about it. So, I mean, I knew roughly what was going to happen. I knew Thanos was going to be a little jerk. But that's about it.
Well, I had a bit of prior knowledge relating to mostly the Infinity War and other things and just Thanos and stuff because, you know, like most of us here, I like comics and everything. I will say, though, that, that made me slightly worried about Thanos because to me, Thanos has always come off as kind of campy in the comics. So I was looking forward to seeing how serious or not serious they would make him and all. So, I'd say I was ready.
For me, I've seen every single MCU movie except for Thor: Dark World.
Oh yeah,
which I think is a good one to miss.
Yeah,
just like the one I did see.
Yeah.
Thor is just now getting
Maybe
cool.
that's why you didn't watch all the other ones. You're like, after this one.
I knew what was going to happen. I knew what was going on.
I will say, though, shout out to one of my friends who actually told me it was rumored the movie would end with Thanos doing his infamous snap, because that was a moment that happened in the comics. I gotta say, I did doubt him and didn't think that would happen. I mean, I kind of thought maybe it would, but then I thought maybe not.
Should've gone
so
ahead.
I gotta say, he is a jerk, but surprisingly, he was a right jerk that time.
I like really want somebody on YouTube to like make some kind of like parody music video where it's like snappy fingers but with Thanos, you know.
It'd only be half of the song.
That'd be fun.
My experience is I didn't do any of the prior research because I know, like you said, with the X-Men, and even the individual character storylines that lead up to Infinity Wars, they have diverted from the comics so much that I didn't want to read a really cool version and then go to the movies and be like, man, I wish this and I wish that. So that's something I want to do in the future, but I didn't take the time, even if I had the time, because, you know, they released it in the middle of finals, to go and do the background research. Burn, Marvel. I'm going to go spend more money.
Marvel Studios is like, yeah, let's do it during finals. That's a good week.
Next year, too. Okay, so that's a good
They don't think about us college students.
No. Because we're broke and we can't buy their stuff.
Well, we all saw the movie.
Well, I saw it for free. But,
Lucky.
So, Avengers 4 comes out unnamed Avengers 4 comes out May 3rd, 2019. What are some theories you guys have into what's going to happen in Avengers 4?
Everyone's going to come back to life.
Does anybody watch the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show?
Yeah, sometimes.
Because right now they are intertwining it with the movie. And so there's a lot of like theories that I personally have in relation to the show and how it's going to connect with that. This is somebody else's thing that I keep those to myself.
No, but of all the shows, because a lot of the shows connect, of all the ones, that one, whatever seasons come out between now and then, half the cast might be gone.
That's the thing. Is like, you know, are you gonna get rid of half the cast? Because the way it's working now is they directly reference Thanos, like in this last episode, like, oh, because right now they're in space, and so they're working with this weird timeline as well. So it's like it kind of coordinates with what Doctor Strange was saying, like, out of all these timelines, there's only one where we win. So in my mind, it's like, okay, what if this is like setting up to where we're gonna have to be for Avengers 4? It's like, how are you gonna connect these two different worlds that are supposed to be in the same universe?
I think that is a good point, because did you see the Winter Soldier Captain America? Because I do know that season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was connected to that, because in the Winter Soldier, S.H.I.E.L.D. gets destroyed, and so that connected to season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so it'd be interesting to see how they connected to the show. That'd be interesting.
Of people that are gonna come back and not come back, I'm not putting any money on Loki or Asgardian gatekeeper.
Heimdall.
All I call him is
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Like, even if I read those comics, which I'm probably not gonna read a Thor comic, I'm gonna be like Idris Elba. I think that Gamora has a chance because since her life was traded, I feel like if they destroy it, that she's gonna come.
She's the Soul Stone.
Actually I think it's all her own reality, because she had the Reality Stone, and he kept like went back in the flashback or whatever, and he had going, it's the balance, I'll try the balance. What I kept calling him balance. It was really weird. And I'm like, she knows Thanos, she knows the power of the Infinity Stones. It makes no sense for her to try to stab him with that really tiny little blade. I think she like has manipulated reality to make Thanos think he thinks he has the Reality Stone and thinks it works that way.
So is he like actually in a hospice care?
I don't know.
So is no one really dead?
I don't know. I think
that would piss off a lot of people.
I think Gamora's got something up her sleeve.
I think what's going to happen is that I've heard theories that that the Avengers, like the ones who are actually alive, are the ones that are actually dead, and the other ones are in an alternate universe that it was created by the snap of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Which would make sense because a lot of the people who disappeared are part of the newer generation of it. And so that would actually be really interesting.
I know.
But also, the only way that they're going to undo it if they go that way is, remember Tony Stark's barf thing that he's creating this time travel? That's the only way that it's going to happen, that they're going to be able to do it.
Full disclaimer, we keep saying dead, but we do understand does not exist.
Yeah.
Because I kept saying dead the last week, and I got called out every time, and it's like, you know what I mean? I don't mean they died.
Is anybody noticing that the lights are flickering? And I'm kind of worried that some of us are going to disintegrate right now. Like, I'm kind of freaked out about this. Like, half this podcast will be gone.
I had a feeling the world didn't like me.
This podcast.
Okay, so...
I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, God.
So between now and May 3rd, there is quite a few Marvel movies that come out, or Marvel comic-wise, but Sony owns it, or they're working together. Some of these things include Luke Cage Season 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Maybe it'll just be the Wasp, who knows?
Oh, Lord.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is the animated a film called Silver and Black. That comes out next February. Silver and Black is a Spider-Man movie, live action, with Black Cat and a woman unnamed, I'm not sure who she is, Captain Marvel, as well, which is going to be March 8th, which is 2 months.
From Infinity War.
Yeah. Kind of like they did with Black Panther. Like, oh, you really like Black Panther?
There you go.
Yeah. Between now and then, between now and then, there's going to be a Venom movie, but I doubt...
That's supposed to be in its own universe, sort of.
Yeah.
It's like a branch off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I'm almost positive Marvel Studios is not working on that at all. That's all Sony. So
Yeah, you can tell by how stupid it looks.
And then there's going to be...
Sorry.
Right after the Avengers 4, there's going to be another Spider-Man movie, which is going to be, I think, a sequel to Homecoming.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Which I will be into.
Will he have, like, PTSD? Ooh. Like, what's going to happen
Is
there?
he going to have PTSD from Tony Stark dying in Avengers 4?
Maybe it's just Aunt May.
Oh, Lord.
Like, the entire movie.
Oh, my God.
She's the new Spider-Man.
She better,
Where'd everybody go?
Tony better hope she, like, whatever, because I don't know, like, I can't remember the word we're using, because she's terrifying and she will kill him. Aunt May will kill him.
Oh yeah.
Like, this one's scrappy.
So, what, like, of these movies, except Captain Marvel, obviously, and Venom. No, well, you can still talk about that. Which ones do you think will be affected by...
I think Captain Marvel is going to be a setup to what's going to happen in Avengers, because it's based in the 90s. Yeah. So I think it's going to give a lot of backstory as to something
to Captain Marvel.
Yeah, to that, but then also, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. and the entity as itself, and then things that may play a part in, because Nick Fury calls her.
Yeah.
You know, at the very end. So
Pages.
There's something. Pages.
Because it's 2018. Page people.
She's like impossible. If you want to reach me.
I think you're right, and I think at the end of Captain Marvel that the post credit scene, that's when you're gonna see the tie-in. She's gonna get that page. She's gonna be like, "Ah, crap! Here we go."
Like in retirement.
Yeah.
Let's hope Rogue hasn't stolen her powers yet and knocked her into a coma.
Oh Lord.
See, that's another thing about Captain Marvel. I say she, but she has it was a man at first, and the powers have transferred, and then there's Miss Marvel. The Captain Marvel, I think, of all the Marvel superheroes, has had the most reworks done that are major and not related to each other.
Because I swear, I thought Captain Marvel was a man.
Okay, Captain Marvel is a DC superhero.
No, but I'm saying, like, even the Marvel version was a man, I thought.
Yeah, I don't understand why we changed her name from... Okay, give her a promotion, I guess, not call her Miss Marvel. Call her General Marvel or something. Don't copy
that's another thing. I thought she was called Miss Marvel.
She was until 2012.
Everything is confusing.
Yeah, and there's... Yeah, if you Google one of them, just like Google image search, you will get all of them. Probably.
She's basically a celestial, or like a celestial body, like we saw with Ego, that can't be destroyed. I'm assuming, or she's going to be like a godlike figure. This is what I'm assuming. She's going to be like this godlike figure that can't be destroyed almost. And that's how they're going to defeat Thanos.
Well, I have one theory also about how some of these movies might tie into the movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp. While I do think it's probably just going to be like a typical, sequel that's probably more or less better than the first one, I have a feeling the after credit scene, I can just picture like, it might have Ant-Man and the Wasp joking, and next thing you know, like, people will start disintegrating. Maybe one of them will disintegrate, maybe.
I know that's sad.
And then they're going to be like... And they're going to be like, oh, what's going on? And stuff. So I can picture that. Because even the first Ant-Man tied into a big Marvel movie, Civil War. So,
or the Quantum World. Maybe that plays a
I think it probably
a theory or plays a factor in Infinity War.
I wasn't under the impression that Ant-Man and the Wasp was taking place in between Civil War and Infinity War.
I think it is.
So it's not gonna have to deal with the.
I thought he's on house arrest or something during.
He is.
Because they have that in the trailer. They have him being pulled out of the house or being somebody else taken out and he can't leave or something.
Well, I read that it was like those two movies are supposed to have like some kind of tie-in to the Avengers. There's like little nods or things to look out for that's gonna connect to that.
Yeah, apparently it's like a huge hint in Ant-Man and the Wasp is what I've heard.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's only a little bit, guys.
So, Troylon, what is going to be coming out the rest of the month?
All right, guys. Here I am with your official PopCast radar and the Out and About in the H-Town. So, upcoming movies, we got Deadpool 2. Woohoo. Let's see how that goes with Cable and all. That comes out May 17th as well.
Thanos?
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
He is making so much money right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. We also have on May 17th the movie Book Club that is coming out, which is about a bunch of women reading the disgusting piece of literature none of us want to talk about.
Actually, that is my gift to my mom for Mother's Day. We're doing a giant movie day. It's just very up her alley. It's got some classic actresses in it. Yes.
I like the premise because 50 Shades of Grey was, I think, based off Twilight. So it is like a weird manifestation of something else, and now this movie is like a weird manifestation of this.
It's great.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I want to see this movie.
It looks really
definitely.
And it's funny because these are older women, that you wouldn't expect to read this book.
The only thing I was surprised about wasn't there there were some women that were elderly that were popular like a few years ago when 50 Shades of Grey first came out. Like there was a news story about how they read it. I could have sworn there was.
No, but okay. Besides that, before this, like I think it's May 15th on Mother's Day. There's that movie with Gabrielle Union. I think it's called Popcorn or something like that. I want to see that movie so bad. It looks so good.
Well, before we
Billy
talk
Burke's
about
in it.
that,
Who
let's
was in
talk about
Twilight.
some other movies that are coming out. On May 24th, we've got Solo, A Star Wars Story, the second movie in the... You shut your mouth.
Hashtag not my Han.
Quiet! We got Solo, A Star Wars Story coming out. We also have Shelley, the historical drama on Mary Shelley, the woman who wrote The Great Frankenstein.
Can I say a note on that?
Sure.
I found out a little bit about her history, and then I went home after talking about it during the day and saw like the trailer the next day. It freaked me out. It's so fascinating, like her thoughts on like science and religion and all the turmoil that was happening in her life. She had like a miscarriage at that time, right before she wrote it. So the process of like losing life and recreating life, like there's like a lot of layers to it. And it's not about that night that they wrote it. It's everything that led up to.
Oh, wow.
For all you horror fans out there.
It's pretty cool. And also, on May 31st, we have the movie Upgrade, which is about the man who is paralyzed after a mugging and gets a device that leads to him becoming some sort of superhero.
It's don't take your kids to that. It's a hard R. That's an R trailer.
Hard R.
I could have sworn in the trailer though that man was Tom Hardy.
I thought for a second, but no, it's not.
He looks like Tom Hardy.
So for hashtag Out and About H-Town, there's one big event coming up this month, like one huge one, and it's Comicpooloza.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the 10th anniversary of Comicpooloza, and it's also going to be my first time going.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so fun.
It's something I've said for like 5 years. I'll go next year.
Yeah.
And I'm going
this
this
is
year.
like the big, it's like 10th anniversary. Like it's gonna be amazing. The Signal will be there. We'll be covering it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. And maybe we'll get to meet Tom Holland. Is that possible?
Oh
I don't
my
know
god.
if press presses will do that.
No, he's
I don't
disintegrator,
know,
remember?
but, like, and that's how Justin got kicked off the pod.
Fired.
So as of today, I don't know when this comes out if the ticket prices will change, but it's $42 to $78 for basic passes. So each day is a different price, and $78 is for the whole weekend, I believe. Now, if you want to meet people and get their autographs, save a couple more $100. And don't forget, just a few. Honestly.
Be really picky about it.
Yeah, just pick like one person.
You don't need to eat for the
settle
rest of the month.
Maybe settle for like your third favorite.
Yeah. Don't forget to bring extra money for merchandise and to go hit up Artist Alley because I always see that's another reason.
It's honestly, I've been before back in 2016 with Liz, our former editor-in-chief.
Rest in peace.
Oh my God.
She's dead.
She's not dead.
I don't
She's
say it
not like
that.
Spider-Man gone.
Yeah.
But-
Okay,
so we
work in
went,
peace.
And it's a George R. Brown, and it's huge. Like, there's so many artists, there's so many vendors. I've bought so much art from there that I don't know what to do with. It's honestly, it's really.
Wanna
cool
give it to me?
experience. No, I don't. No, I don't. I paid a lot of money for it, so it's mine.
I'll pay you.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, so we hope that you come out there, and I know I will, and you will be.
And if you're there, tag us. Let us know you're there, and maybe we can meet up. We can have a Signal social on our own Comicpooloza.
It'll be
yeah.
one of the common areas, not those extra $100.
No, yeah.
Again, let's say bye to everybody who came. Again, I'm Alyssa Shotwell, online editor.
And I'm Troylon Griffin II, assistant editor. And considering half the people in this podcast have their own podcast, I think it's time I get my own soon.
This
So,
is yours.
this is not mine.
Well,
Well, we're gonna phase you in.
Really?
You're phasing me in.
This is awesome.
Instead of phasing out like
Yeah.
Spider-Man did in the movie.
Stop scarring me.
Spider-Man. What is your
I
deal
love
with Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
So
I'm
do I.
using humor
You're so like vocal about it.
I'm using humor to heal myself. Okay.
This isn't humor. This is
We're
dark.
supposed to be saying bye.
We're supposed to be saying that.
Yeah, you say bye.
I don't
want to
go.
I don't feel too good. See you later, everyone. I don't know what to say.
You're Justin.
Oh.
Murphy? Former
See you-
president.
See you later, everyone. Former SGA president.
Managing editor.
Signing off. This is Justin Murphy, managing editor of the Signal. You're gonna have to edit.
All of
You're
our
gonna have to edit the
resumes.
shit out of that.
I'm sorry.
Our resumes. Emily is just cracking up over here. She can't. She's saying bye, guys.
You can do
All
it.
right. Well,
Bye, guys.
I'm Brandon Peña, the editor-in-chief of the Signal, and be sure to check out more reporting on this UHCLsignal.com and like us on Facebook, guys. All of our podcasts have a Facebook, so do like those.
Yes, that is Sports Talk. That is Signal Soundbites. And most importantly, the one you're listening to right now is the Signal PopCast.
And anything written by Troylon Griffin II.
Dude, I can't. You didn't leave like a second for me to be able to cut that out. You realize that, right?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to try. I'm going to zoom in.
Zoom in.
I think it's fine to leave it.